Well, you know, a lot of people think manipulation only happens in movies. Nah, it happens every day. At work, in relationships, in friendships, online. People push your emotions, your guilt, your fear, your need for approval. And once they control these things, they control your decisions. That's why today we're talking about 6 psychological weapons that make you extremely hard to manipulate. See, these are simple but very, very powerful, and they're heavily understood inside the elevated order. So first, number one is silence. This is the first weapon. See, most people talk too fucking much. They explain themselves, they defend themselves, they fill every quiet moment with some words. See, manipulators love that type of shit because the more you talk, the more information that they get. It's called collecting data. See, silence is what flips the whole power though. When you stay quiet, people start revealing more about themselves. They get uncomfortable as well. And they start explaining. And suddenly, you're the one learning instead of exposing yourself. And silence is one of the most underrated psychological weapons in the world. Seriously. Weapon number 2 is a good one. Slow responses. See, manipulators rely on emotional speed. Yeah, they pressure you to respond quickly. Answer me right now type of shit. Why haven't you replied yet? Make a decision. Hurry up. See, fast reactions usually come from emotion, not logic thinking. But slow responses change the entire situation is what I'm trying to say. See, when you pause for a second and give it some thought, when you take your time, you break their presence of pressure on you. And inside the elevated order, patience is power. See, the slower your reaction, the harder you are to control. Let's talk about weapon number 3, emotional control. See, the easiest person to manipulate is the most emotional person in the room. Anger, sometimes you might see it in jealousy, sometimes insecurity. See, these emotions make people predictable. You push the right button and they react exactly how you would expect them to. But emotionally disciplined people are harder to read. See, they don't explode instantly. They observe first and they think about things before they react and respond. And because their reactions are controlled. And manipulators lose the leverage when things are that way. And if someone can trigger your emotions easily, they lose the biggest weapon of them all. Let's move on. Weapon number 4, observation. See, most people walk into situations already talking, already explaining, and already reacting. But powerful thinking people observe first. They watch how other people behave. I always speak about this. Pay attention to behavior patterns. See, you pay attention to the tone of voice, the body language, the way the energy shifts. See, manipulators usually reveal themselves quickly if you're paying attention. They rush intimacy. They push up on guilt. They pressure you on making decisions. And observation helps you see those patterns early on. And once you see the pattern, the trick won't work no more on you. Weapon number 5, the ability to walk away. See, this one right here destroys most manipulators. Because manipulators only work if you stay in that game. See, if someone pressures you, guilt trips you, or plays emotional games with you, and you just simply walk away, their entire strategy has collapsed. Walking away shows something way more powerful than what you might think. It shows, for once, you're not desperate as a motherfucker. You're not trapped, and you're not afraid to lose the situation. See, inside the elevated order, walking is not weakness. It's freedom. Weapon number 6, no need for approval. See, this might be the biggest one of them all. Yeah, no need for approval. See, most manipulators run on one thing for sure: your need to be liked. And if you need approval, people can control you with praise or punish you with rejection. Just that simple. But when you stop needing constant approval, the leverage disappears. You stop chasing validation, is what I'm talking about. And you stop adjusting your behavior just to please other people. And suddenly, their approval doesn't control your mood anymore. That kind of independence right there makes manipulation extremely difficult. So, listen, manipulation doesn't disappear from the world. Just not that simple. But your vulnerability to it can disappear. See, when you master silence, slow responses, emotional control, observation, walking away, and independence from approval, something changes with you. People will soon start to realize you're harder to pressure, you're harder to guilt, and you're harder to influence. And see, manipulators usually move on targets that are easy. So, because the reason why, they prefer who react fast and talk too much, and the ones that need validation. But when you develop these 6 psychological weapons I just shared with you today in this video, you stop being easy to control. And that mindset right there is a core principle belief, the elevated order.
I am the minister of motivation. Now like, share, and subscribe.